So I've been kind of focused on using Anki for basically like all my studying on Notion. And I've kind of realized like it's been about a month and a half of being in dental school, and I'm starting to change how I'm going to study. So I'm still going to use Anki for, neuro or anatomy or things that you just need a lot of repetition, even with a lot of things with like microbio and some histology and stuff. But there's a lot of classes that you honestly won't need to remember for the long term, especially for boards and stuff. So I'm just gonna start just going over PowerPoints and just doing that repetitively, so I don't have to use a lot of my time making flashcards or using Notion to make those flashcards, and just use Anki for some of the more difficult material. You need a lot of repetition, and use like it's because the problem is with Anki is it uses a lot of time just to even do the flashcards. It's very mentally difficult to do it. Like, it takes a lot of energy, and you don't have a whole lot of energy in dental school. So for me, I think a good way to study is not just purely just do Anki flashcards, but have it like only for the more difficult repetitive information, like different types of anatomy and facts. And then for other classes that are a little bit easier, especially the classes where they give you a lot of PowerPoints, just go through the PowerPoints or make like a study guide and just go through that study guide multiple times and kind of like quiz yourself on it, because you don't have a lot of time in dental school, and like every second is kind of precious. And the difference between dental and medical is, like, dental school compared to medical school is you have exams, like multiple exams every week. So you don't have a lot of time to study for a test, and because you're always getting tested or quizzed on material a week later or 2 weeks later. So you don't really have exams as how medical school has it, where it's more of a long-term study process where they give you information, you get tested maybe midway, and then at the end. Dental school, it's like very soon, so you have to learn the material quickly, regurgitate it, and then end it. So I think just going through PowerPoints and doing things that don't require a lot of time to get by, and then just use Anki and Notion for the more difficult stuff. That's what I would recommend. That's what I'm doing now. I did it last week because I had 6 exams, and it worked pretty good, and it let me actually use Anki on the more difficult stuff. So that's what I recommend if you're starting dental school, or if you're in it right now. Maybe I'll change it, but I think that's one of the best ways to be smart with your time.